And on that same topic of acceleration, I'm thrilled that Raj Rajaram now has a new book out. It's soon to be published. Hari Haranchandra is helping with the promotion of that. But he is going to share what that book offers for the youth and a mechanism to share examples and spread the word on what we're doing. So Raj has helped launch Tetra Tech in India, and he has been instrumental in supporting Global Waterworks and in supporting many of you on this call. And Raj, we'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mary, and Frank for this opportunity to talk to water activists and people who want to see the future of water secure for all of us. Every day should be Earth Day, since the Earth gives us all we need to survive or thrive on this planet: air, water, and food. Since 1990s, UN has been alerting us about climate change and its disastrous impacts around the world. We have taken some action to reduce global warming, but much more needs to be done, as stated in the latest IPCC report, the International Panel on Climate Change. And this prompted me and my co-authors, who are both teachers, one from ex-teacher from York High School in Chicago here, and one from the Bronx in New York, who have tremendous teaching experience with young students, middle and high school students, on how they can become active environmentalists and change makers. So our book states actions that citizens can take to integrate, to mitigate the impacts. In our daily lives, we can be aware of what we are doing to the planet, how we use energy, how we use water, the food we eat, the food we waste. All these things are things which impact climate change. I talk in 3 different areas. One is, how do we build resilience? By using water, energy, and other natural resources wisely, by avoiding overconsumption and waste. Recycle and reuse water and solid and liquid waste. As Mary has said eloquently, water is infinitely recyclable. We have the technologies to do it. And as you saw on the previous slides that Melissa showed, more technologies are coming, more innovators are coming to the field and showing that we can do it. All we need is the will to do it. Why is all this so important? Because we are seeing that wars are happening due to water. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a classic case where the Jordan River is overutilized and people are fighting for survival there. So Israel has smartly said, if we want to minimize this conflict, we have to generate enough clean water and give it to our neighbors in Palestine. So 5% of their water right now is given to the Palestinian people, and they are sharing technologies. Although you don't hear that in the media, a lot of things is happening behind the background. So we can have peace, prosperity with clean water. Melissa said we need water for everything we do, from drinking and to having the quality of life we have. There's no health, there's no productive citizenry without clean water. So society has to get involved, and especially the young people. And I leave with this thought from my mentor, Dr. Jack Schaefer. He said, God has given us plenty of water. We have to know how to manage it wisely. Water is most important for people and animals. So God-given water has to be used first for them, instead of using politics to divide it, so much for agriculture, so much for industry, and then what is remaining, I'll give it to the domestic consumer. No, water has to come to the domestic consumer, and wastewater produced by humans, once it's treated properly, is excellent for agriculture because it has nutrients. It increases agricultural productivity. So instead of fighting over water, saying how much agriculture sector gets and how much the cities get and how much industry gets, every drop of recycled water has to go to agriculture and industry. And industry has the capacity to treat it further to whatever standards they want for their use. So we have it all upside down because of infighting, saying, allocation, so much for agriculture, so much for, let us all allocate it for the humans first and animals that we depend on, and the land that we depend on. So then treat it properly, recycle it and reuse it. Then there is plenty of water. We do not have to go through these cycles of drought and flooding. This is all manageable if we have the will to do it. That's the message of my book. And once it's available, end of this month, early next month, I hope you'll get a chance to look at it. And I'm going to encourage all young people to read it and act on it. Thank you, Mary.